Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video. And if you want to, please feel free to subscribe to the page. Hit the notification icon so you can know when I drop these videos. Now, since boxing is back and we saw a couple of fights tonight, I will resume reporting on boxing more. However, I'm still going to play it by ear right now. Top Rank just had their card tonight. From what I hear, Shakur Stevenson basically did what he had to do. Robisi Ramirez did what he had to do. So shout outs to those two. You know what I mean? I think it was an empty arena that they fought in and things like that. And even when the gloves were being removed, you saw the face mask and all of that stuff right there. But today I want to do a hip hop review on a mixtape that just came out from the All Money In team members, J Stone and Pac the Gunman. Now, I will say that, with this mixtape, don't expect anything that is radio friendly. Don't expect anything that will, I guess you can say, make you want to hit the dance floor. You know what I mean? It's not that kind of ride with this. Now, the only one that maybe will make you hit the dance floor, because it does kind of have a little up-tempo beat, is 19, the last track on there. And 19 was also featured on the J Stone Definition of Loyalty project. Now, the 19 on this one is a remix, and this, Killer Twine, he goes in. I think he had the best part of the whole thing. It's his part, Killer Twine. He went in on that track. And the thing is, I like about this, you know what I mean? Even when these CDs are put out for entertainment, there's a deeper underlying message between even the entertainment. And I just want to single this out. Killer Twine, he's from Nicholson Gardens. Nickerson Gardens, sorry. He's from Nickerson Gardens, okay? Anybody who know Nickerson Gardens know that it's blood territory. That's Damu over there. Pac the Gunman and J Stone, they're from, they're from RSC. And so when you see people like this work together, it means that, at the end of the day, we're all men. We're men first before that other crap. You feel me? I mean, even with Nip, when he was around, who did he work with? He worked with J-Rock. J-Rock's from Nickerson Gardens too. That didn't stop them from working together though. And so that, I'm glad that is continuing right now on this project, and hopefully that will be something that will continue and grow into something even bigger. God willing. But I want to say about this project, you can tell that both of them got inspirations from the classic albums. When I mean the classic albums, I mean the classic West Coast albums. I mean the albums like, NWA. There's a song on there that kind of has that same feeling as the Boys in the Hood song that Eazy-E released. And that song was Cruising. And in that song, it has G.I. Joe, OMG in there. Shout outs to G.I. Joe, OMG. G.I. Joe, OMG, he actually had, he was on a couple of tracks on this thing. I think he was on about I want to say around 4 tracks, G.I. Joe featured on. So shout outs to him. He had a bar on there that was pretty crazy. He said, I'm in the field like Tiger Woods put a hole in one. I was like, ooh, you know. So that's pretty good from G.I. Joe. Another surprise feature that I was really surprised with was Corrupt. Corrupt made an appearance on the track called Under Pressure. You know what I mean? And Corrupt, when back in the day, Corrupt was considered one of the West Coast top lyricists. When it comes to lyricism, Corrupt was one of the West top lyricists. But you have to also remember though, when Corrupt was smaller, he spent some of his time in Philadelphia, West Philadelphia. That's where Corrupt was originally from. But he I guess, with him being from there, that kind of backdrop made lyricism kind of an important thing for him, Now, another joint that kind of highlights the influence of the previous West Coast classic albums is the joint Everywhere We Go. You remember the Tupac joint with Nate Dogg on the hook. They kind of highlighted, they kind of got inspiration for that. This project is overall, this is something you can bump in your car, something that you can nod your head to. There is some game in it. You can tell that this project was an appetizer, so to say, and that it was just to keep, this project was for the streets, just to keep the streets, satisfied. Maybe some of the streets were asking, yo, what's up with Pac the Gunman? What's up with Jay Stone? What's going on? Like, what are they doing right now? Or in general, what is All Money In doing? You know what I mean? I think that's what this project stemmed from. But you can tell, as I said before, it was definitely an appetizer. And that a full-fledged project, like one that is going to be commercialized, pressed up, and things like that, chances are it's going to have that proud to pay stamp on it. I don't know if there's a plan to do the proud to pay with this one, but I kind of doubt it, since they just kind of dropped it on us. You know what I mean? It was kind of like they announced it kind of all of a sudden, and then they just dropped it on us. But I do like this project. I do like some of the words that were said in this project. The reason I like the words that were said in this project is obviously being in that area, being in that neck of the woods, being where they're from. It resonates with me, you know what I mean? And just, let me tell you something about the All Money In team, okay? The thing is with their raps, okay? I'm just going to be honest. From time and time again, you will hear some punchlines where you're like, ooh, you know what I mean? From time and time again. But what you get with the All Money In, really, is you get reality rap, okay? You get basically, I want to say, in a way, kind of like a roadmap on certain things you should do in order to get some money. Previous experiences they had that led them to the rap game that they're involved in. And things like that. I mean, you will get lyricism. Don't get it twisted with them. But you're not going to get those bars where you're just like, oh, or something like that. You know, those bars that you hear in battle raps and things like that. But still, I mean, when you look at it, sometimes that's the best rap. You know, sometimes when you have reality rap and the stories that are told in these songs, maybe some of those stories can resonate with you, right? And that makes up for maybe not having bars that are coming with punchline after punchline after punchline. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, the best person who has lines but can make a song, honestly, I'm going to say Black Thought. There's actually a few that have punchlines and can make songs. Black Thought is definitely one of them. Styles P is definitely one of them. I will say Raekwon is another one. Who else? Nas, AZ, Scarface. They know how to say things, but still make it very pleasant to your ear. You know what I mean? Because there are certain rappers, for example, who they may have all the lines in the world, right? But it's weak. You know what I mean? Like their songs are weak. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but Cannabis is one of the most lyrically talented rappers of all time. But again, he couldn't make songs. When you look at Cassidy, he was one of the best punchline rappers that we've seen too at one point. But honestly, Cassidy really didn't know how to make songs. You know? So it's rare that you find an artist who can do both and who can actually do both in such a harmonious way that you know it transcends the hardcore hip hop crowd, and it transcends the, you know, the casual listener, the one who wants to just hear things in the club and, you know, dance and, you know, really cares more about the beat than what is being said in the song. You know what I mean? And so with this all being said, if you're looking for reality rap, if you're looking for a project with a classic West Coast feel, classic but modern West Coast feel, then you definitely need to tap in with this Ground Zero. If I had to rate it out 4 stars, I would say it is 3.5 stars. You know, 3.5 stars. Solid work. As I said, it's a good appetizer, and it's a prelude to what I hope will be big projects with Pac the Gunman and Jay Stone. And, you know, as they say, and as we say, all money in, no money out. The marathon continues, and OMG, on my grind. So leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Let me know what y'all think about this project. And let me know what your favorite joints are on the project. Foolish signing out. Njarama.